Alright, we're at Coral Creek Trailhead, which is about 500 yards on this side of the Cline River. On the other side is the Pinto Lake Trailhead, and you can hear helicopters nearby. The parking lot is jam-packed because people hike the first few kilometers to a waterfall. Especially in winter, it's gorgeous. The waterfall gets frozen. But I'm joined today by Geoff and JT, and we're doing about a 3-day trip. All right, so we got our packs ready, and we have a different designated leader. You're the man. What's the speech? Where are we going?
It's a bit of a choose your own adventure, quite honestly. We're gonna start, we're at the Coral Creek staging area right here. We're gonna wander up Coral Creek to the point of I don't know, is there a confluence there?
There's a canyon. There's a, I don't know if there's a confluence,
so
but
it'll be the north end of the canyon.
Yeah.
Where we may or may not cross west and head on up the north side of the Cline, or we may shoot east and circle back around whatever mountain this is.
Perfect.
We'll have to look at the map a few times.
Oh, I already looked at it.
What map are we using? Throw out a plug for the map, remember?
Fording River Publishing?
Bingo. Our first look at the Cline. So the Cline gets fed by Pinto Lake up there. That could be a challenge with the pack rafts. We're following Coral Creek now, so that's our plan. We're going up Coral Creek. This was our winter camp.
Well, I guess there is 3 little falls there.
So far, this trail is incredibly scenic. I've been here in winter, never this far. This trail has a reputation of being very difficult because it requires fording, as you saw back there, the Coral Creek, and that can be very hairy at some times of the year, but this is a low snow year. The runoff is next to nothing this year. Wow. This creek hasn't flowed in a while. Well, how far do you figure we went?
11.82.
We were going to go a little bit further, but we decided it wasn't worth it because we're just going to have to backtrack this tomorrow. We're going to go try the north shore of the Cline. So the fords weren't too bad.
No.
How many fords?
6.
6? Yeah, 6. What'd you have for dinner, Geoff?
I had beef tacos.
beef tacos, dehydrated, homemade.
Yeah, homemade dehydrated.
And JT,
Jalapeno cheddar smokies, straight from Walmart.
straight from
Yeah, for
Walmart.
dinner, Marty.
Smokies. But I added a little twist. I had them with Idaho mashed potato. Evan, put that on your menu, dude. My dinner was actually Smokies with Idaho mashed potatoes. Call it a backcountry bangers and mash. That's the whole secret about being here. We have to improvise. Right now I'm drinking a Fox Creek Mule, which is whiskey and lime flavored Crystal Light.
And a beer.
And a beer. We didn't bring out the camera for this, but JT, man that he is, brought us some, of course. Just so you know, folks, that's 355 milliliters, which is almost 3/4 of a pound. So you brought 1,000 milliliters. You brought two kilograms of beer.
Just for you.
Yeah, no, 1 kilogram, 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
2 pounds. The only problem with this campsite is having to go down this cliff. I went around earlier, but it's not worth it. You just gotta struggle over here, or count on the generosity of your buddies to fill your water bottle. Thanks, bud.
Yep.
Ooh, that's cold.
Feels a tad colder when the sun's not out, eh?
How we daisy chained over Castle Guard. Apparently this is where we go and grab the North Trail. Well, that was tricky. We were on the other side. What's your thought on this trail so far?
Way better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It's clearly defined, easy to follow. Not a ton of deadfall yet.
This is cool. Like, no, keep talking. Sorry, my companion stopped. This is so cool. We are definitely on a not very well traveled trail. Like, very few people would come here. I mean, there's not a lot of reasons to come here. We're exploring this because we want to use this as part of a bigger loop later this summer. So we wanted to see how the trail on the north shore of the Cline River looks like. Because we're going to end here, right, JT?
Yeah.
Yeah, JT's planned this big loop in the Cline for us, and we'd come back out here. So we wanted to penetrate on this trail, go in 10-15 kilometers kind of thing, to gather some insights into the condition of this trail. And so far I'd say we can find the trail. We're higher up, we're at a 1600 meter contour right now, so it's trees and there's not a lot of willows. The problem with a trail like this is when you get down by the river or in the valleys, they get overtaken by willows. See, look at the ground here. The trail is obvious, but it doesn't get overgrown quickly like it does in other areas of, you know, at lower elevations. Vegetation grabs hold pretty quickly and retakes the trail, but here, not so much. It's been bushwhacking. We were lost in this because of all the deadfall, and then all of a sudden, boom, you come along something like this. And now we're exiting the Geoff Cline wilderness and entering the White Goat wilderness. Alright, the trail is already turning into an incredibly faint one. You can see that when there's things like this growing back on the trail, like, yeah, the trail is faint. You know, full poplar in the middle of the trail, and that poplar is about 4 years old. Check out my boots, just covered in pollen.
See the back of your legs.
Tornado touchdown here. That's the trail right there. Well, what'd you think of that, Jeff?
That was a good bushwhack.
That was nasty.
Holy fuck.
If you're coming up here, how do you know where to go? Yeah, that's definitely Entry Creek.
Switch back in the next couple 100 yards.
That goes back down somewhere?
Yeah.
Like, I am in the middle of nowhere. This is so freaking awesome. And my companions went down that way towards the river, but I just walked down that way to see that the trail continues, to see what shape it's in, and it thins out extremely rapidly. Like, it's hardly a trail. Neither is this. That's what we're dealing with. You see something like that, you see a blaze once in a while. Our big challenge now is finding a way to ford the Cline River. So the Cline River is fed by Pinto Lake. So Cataract Creek dumps into the Cline. Then the next river that dumps into the Cline, or the next creek, is Waterfall Creek, further up. And then right here nearby is Waterfall Creek. So every time another creek or tributary dumps into the Cline picks up volume. So here is at almost its maximum volume because we're downstream of the confluence with Entry Creek. So we might have to go just to upstream of Entry Creek. Those are tent pegs. If you wouldn't know it to see it, but it's yeah, those are tent pegs. And then there's a post for a wall tent right there. Humans have been here, man.
Blaze right there too.
There's what?
Blaze.
Yeah, that's what got me curious, was the blaze on the bottom of the tree and then the spine. And whenever you see something like this, you know a human's been there. This is cut. Just like that, camp is set up.
What did you learn on the map, Geoff?
So we decided not to keep going down. We walked over to the Cline, and the Cline, we can't ford the Cline. Even if we go upstream, I don't think we'll be able to ford the Cline. So there's no real advantage to going further because we're going to have to backtrack. So tomorrow we're going to backtrack, but mission accomplished. We've established that the trail on the north side of the Cline is quite is in good shape, good enough shape, and we've established that the Cline perhaps can be forded in August or September, but definitely not in June. This is the most promising spot to cross, but then once we get on that bar, I don't think so. And then this is the trail. All right, folks, good night. It's 10:09 and not a really long day, but a good day. And mission accomplished. I mean, we wanted to see if the river was fordable. It's not, so we're going to backtrack tomorrow. We're not going to complete the loop we had planned. And, you know, hopefully you found this video informative. We showed you what Coral Creek looks like and what the Cline River looks like. And, you know, that's the best we could do. So anyways, we'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers. Morning routine. Everything is packed up. Leave nothing behind, and the boys are doing the last thing every day before we leave. Put on the shoes, check the feet. Check out. I had to put paracord laces on both my boots. I broke this one the other day and this one yesterday. And then look at all the pollen on my pants and on my boots. All right, start of day 3. Backtracking, back to where we started. Back to the truck, actually, or the cars. Probably a bear or some animal picked up that can and brought it all the way here because it's a long ways from camp. This is cool. This is like, this is all pine cones that have been broken apart to get to the seeds, and there's a ton of them. So obviously these trees produce a lot of pine cones, and it's the squirrels that do that, and then those are all their tunnels through here. Where are you going? Here. Entry Creek looks so close to where we were, but still, we were down there somewhere. So, see that sandbar / island, and then there's a cliff. We were camped right on this side in front of that. Yeah, if you want to know how to get to places like this, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification button too, so that you'll know every time I upload a new video of one of these absolutely amazing places that nobody goes to.
Smash that button.
Smash that button. Look at that. So, come down, and then, I don't know how to explain it, but look for that. There's the marker. Yeah, we went all the way up. This is Coral Creek. We went up Coral Creek, now we're coming back down, and there's a canyon on the other side of this. It's a little anticlimactic, always, that last trail, but high five. JT did okay as his first leadership test.
Only one dead end.
In my stripes.
Cheers, folks. Get off the beaten path.